Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another week of distance learning. The weeks are starting to wind down now. We're getting closer and closer to summer. I know it's hard to believe. First of all, in your stream, I just want to note, hopefully you guys have noticed there is an announcement here about our Zoom meeting for Monday. We are going to be playing a Harry Potter Gim Kit. This was by request, so hopefully a bunch of you can show up. It'll make it more competitive, more interesting, more fun. Bring your game faces, show us what you've got. We'd love to see as many of you there as possible. Here's the link and all the information for that. And then I will also be attaching the link for this video on this post as well. You'll notice it says that it's going to be attached as soon as I'm done making it. So that being said, let's kind of move on to what you've got going for this week. So for your classwork, we go over here to the week of May 18th through 22nd. And you will see that you have several different things going on there, a little bit different. Your attendance is the same. So make sure you fill that out. You'll have to fill that out once. And then your weekly agendas, as always, remember, offered to you in different platforms, whichever you prefer. And then here's where things we start to shake things up a little bit because as you get to Monday, you will notice that instead of having a Quizlet assigned, you're being reminded to be studying for your word part test, which is going to be this Friday via a Google form. And I will not post the Google form until Friday morning. So just be aware of that. The form for the test will not post until Friday. But I'd like you to start using this week study and prepare for that test. If you have been completing your Quizlet assignments, then you should hopefully be prepared. Otherwise, if you have not been, this is me reminding you to make sure that you get those done to help prepare you for that test. And you're welcome to visit Quizlet as well to help provide you with more review and get you prepared for the test as well. So again, the link for that is right here if you'd like to visit Quizlet to do any of that to make sure that you're ready for the test on Friday. Also different for Monday, instead of our weekend update quick write, in lieu of that, we are doing a letter to Mrs. Hong. For those of you who read the announcements or who were at the Zooms last week, you're aware that Friday was Mrs. Hong's last day with us as a student teacher. So via this Google Slides presentation, we are asking you to write her a letter. Your letter is going to be basically kind of telling her thank you for her time that she spent with us, giving her some advice as she moves on to being a teacher in her own classroom, because that is hopefully where she's headed next. So this cool slides presentation, if you look at it, this first slide here kind of walks you through directions of what you need to do for the assignment. You can read that carefully. And then you have one or two options about where you type your letter. This one is if you want to type like directly on here, like say you want to highlight after you've read the directions and just delete them and then type, whatever it is that you wanted to say here. You can use this slide for that, or if you're like, you know what, I'd rather just start from scratch. I also just give you a blank slide here, and you can write your letter here as well. Just be aware. Please make sure that regardless of which one you choose to use, you make sure you are following the directions that are prompted here on this slide. This is kind of like your format, as well as the directions that are prompted here on this slide. And then you'll notice that your last slide tells you please delete all the other slides when you are done. Whichever slide you end up writing your letter on, get rid of the other slides so that the only one that's left is the one that has your letter. Because I do plan to share these with her, and I would like to share just the letters with her. So that's what you're doing on Monday in lieu of your weekend update. So after you complete that, you'll turn that in for your point. And then as you move on with the week, so after Monday, we move on to Tuesday. You'll see you have several different links that are posted here for Tuesday. One, you have a video this time actually to go with your quick write. You're going to click on the link for this perfect world video, and then you are going to come down here to complete the quick write. I also put the video here as well, just in case. You can watch it either place. Watch the video, and then you will respond to the question. And be aware, the directions are basically the same here, but if you look at the quick write question, it's a lot more detailed. So you want to make sure I know this is a lot of information, but you want to make sure you read this carefully and you look at each one of these kind of bullet points over here because it's important that you respond to each of these bullet points when you do your response this week. And so there's about, I want to say 6 or 7 different bullet points there that you are going to respond to each of those questions as you complete your assignment after you've watched the video. So you'll watch the video and then you will complete your quick write and then you will turn it in to get your point. So that's a little bit different this week for your Tuesday quick write. And then this week again, instead of actively learn, we are doing another ed puzzle. So I actually have two videos that are going to go along with that. One, this is just a YouTube video called Let's Learn About Government. If you watch this video, it's going to kind of give you an introduction to different types of government. And then the ed puzzle here that actually goes over the types of government more specifically and has the questions you're going to answer after the assignments you're going to complete. Make sure you watch this video, the Let's Learn Government, first, because that one is the introduction to this activity here. Okay, oops, didn't need to click on that. All right, so then that's your activity for your activities for Tuesday. And then as you continue on, as you get to Wednesday, and you'll notice this as we hit up Wednesday, this is your activity now for the remainder of the week. So you won't have any other assigned work after this. As you get to Wednesday, you have a new project. So last week's project, you had all of last week to complete that. Hopefully you had a chance to get that done and posted. This week you are starting a project that is for the next 2 weeks. You'll have this week and next week to work on completing this project and making sure it gets done. This one is called Utopian Society or Perfect World Project, because utopia and perfect world are kind of interchangeable synonyms. The directions for the assignment are all right here. It basically lets you know that I have attached right here, and I'll show you that. This is a blank copy of a presentation that you are welcome to use and customize for the purpose of this project. Use that as your starting point. Or if you're like, you know what, I want to do something a little bit more creative, a little more outside the box, you can use like My Simple Show, Prezi, Animoto, any of those other platforms we've used before in class, if you'd prefer. But regardless of what you choose, remember you do need to make sure you are meeting all of these requirements. So this will make more sense when you look at the assignment, but it says you have to meet all the requirements, including the naming of your society, motto, and flag. I'll show you what that looks like on the presentation that I created. Include all 13 of the topics with all questions answered, and include all of the multimedia such as pictures, images, GIFs, videos for each of the 13 topics. So in other words, if you use the Google slide presentation, all this is going to make sense because it walks you kind of through this step by step. But if you choose to use one of these other platforms here instead, basically what I'm saying is you do have to make sure that you are still meeting all the same requirements. Okay, so no matter what you're using to complete the project. And you will also see that it notes here that the presentation, when I show you that, the blank presentation does include 2 slides per topic, because in order to really thoroughly answer the questions and include all the multimedia, you're going to need more than 1 slide for this space. So I included 2 slides per topic. You will see that. And then eventually when you're done with this, you are going to be sharing it just like you have your other project, but that won't be until next week. I will post the Padlet of that. So let me just give you a quick little look at what this blank presentation looks like. And when I say blank, I mean it's blank. I didn't do anything to it. You would want to customize as you see fit if you do choose to use the Google Slides presentation. So basically what we're looking for is you are going to be creating your own perfect world, your own society, and it'll make more sense when you've done your quick writes and watched all the other videos. And then each slide kind of walks you through the things that need to be part of your project. So you're going to come up with a name for your society. If I use this Google Slides presentation, I will just delete this and put my name for my society right in here. Then here I have a box that says remove this text box and replace it with an image of your society's flag or symbol. So you will come up with a flag or symbol that represents your society and what your society is about. And the same thing goes for a motto. We'll also come up with a motto that basically is, gives you the same thing. It's kind of like, what is your society's theme? What is your society's message? What do they stand for? So that will go on this slide here or somehow be incorporated into your presentation if you choose not to use Google Slides. And then the rest of these, basically, you have 13 topics. So your first topic is environment and climate, and it gives you some questions to answer as you think about your society. You will answer those questions and include like pictures and GIFs and videos and things like that over the course of these 2 slides. And then it just continues that way through the rest of the presentation. It asks you about the government in your society, about how you'll deal with crime in your society, how you'll deal with religion in your society, transportation, foreign policy, education, technology, money, employment, housing, family, and then recreation is the last one. And so you can look through those more in detail on your own. I'm not going to go through them step by step with you. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you have questions, you know you guys are always welcome to contact me and I will answer them. Or you can ask them when we have our Zooms this week. So that kind of covers what you need to do for that project. And this is the project you're going to be working on for the next couple weeks. So you're assigned this starting on Wednesday. But remember, that means doesn't mean you have to wait until Wednesday to start it. You can start it at any time. And then that's your only other assignment for the rest of the week, with the exception of if we keep scrolling here and we get to Friday. Don't forget that it does also say here on Friday you will be taking that word parts test. And I will post the test for that link again on Friday morning. It'll show up at the top of your class in the top of your stream, and then that's when you'll be able to take the test. And that pretty much covers this week, and then you'll continue working on that project next week as well. And that will help kind of move us towards starting to finish out the year. Okay, I think that covers pretty much everything at this time. Hopefully, I will see a lot of you at our Zoom to play our Harry Potter Game Kit tomorrow. Again, I would love to see you guys there. Otherwise, if you don't make it, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I miss you all. Hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.